The doorbell rang. Sunanda opened the door. "Wow, Nisha. Welcome. How are you?" she said, pleasantly surprised. "Sunanda, how are you?" Nisha replied cheerfully, stepping inside. "I'm fine," Sunanda said warmly. "And you? It's been so long since we met." "I go to teach at school every day," Nisha teased. "Still, I make time to come and see you. But you stay home all day and never visit me." Sunanda laughed. All right, leave that, Nisha. Sit down, I'll make some tea." "Forget tea for now," Nisha said. "I just got here, let's talk a bit first, then we'll have tea." They settled into the sofa's cushions and let conversation gather around them like an old shawl. "Nisha, why didn't you bring Pratyush?" Sunanda asked, surprised. "He was playing with his father," Nisha said. "I left him there and came here. Actually, I wanted to ask you about Danish's school." "It's almost 1:30, Sunanda said, checking the clock. "Danish should be home any minute. You'll find everything about his school in his diary. You can also see his progress report, it'll give you a fair idea." A few minutes later, Danish arrived. The conductor from his school bus escorted him through the gate. He ran in and clung to his mother as if to an anchor. "Hello, Danish. Won't you talk to Nisha auntie?" Nisha asked with a smile. But Danish stayed quiet, curled into his mother's lap, small fingers gripping the edge of her dupatta. "Looks like he's feeling shy," Sunanda said softly. "But he knows me well," Nisha murmured. "Why would he suddenly act shy right after coming from school?" "Oh, nothing," Sunanda said, brushing it off. "He comes home tired from school and stays like this for a while." Nisha wasn't convinced. Before admitting her own 2.5-year-old son, she wanted to know everything about this place. The fees were steep. Once admitted, changing schools would be difficult. "Sunanda, you should visit the school and find out why he's always so quiet when he comes home," Nisha suggested. "Oh, come on, it's a top-class school," Sunanda said, pride brightening her voice. "We paid 50,000 rupees just for admission. It's not like ordinary schools where you can walk in anytime. Parents aren't even allowed in the corridor, let alone the classroom." "That's not right," Nisha said, frowning. "He's not even 2.5, but he's learning so much," Sunanda continued, eagerly. "At home he used to be so naughty. Now he's completely changed. He even fears his grandparents. Isn't that what all parents want?" Something tightened in Nisha's chest. The school's glow felt too polished, too distant. Not wanting to prick her friend's happiness, she changed the subject. "All right, give Danish to me and go make the tea." Danish slid over and sat beside Nisha, while Sunanda went to the kitchen. "Danish dear, don't you like auntie?" Nisha asked, making funny faces. He nodded yes. "Okay then, quickly recite something for auntie, and she'll give you a chocolate," she coaxed. "Do you really have a chocolate?" he asked, eyes widening. Nisha smiled at his quickness. "Of course. It's in my purse. But I won't show it until you recite, otherwise you'll cry and snatch it away." Danish began, on command, "Shame, shame, Poppy shame. Shame, shame, Poppy shame." "Go on," Nisha encouraged. "Leave it, I'll make him say it," Sunanda said, returning with tea. "Danish, say, Johnny Johnny, yes papa." But Danish only repeated, softer this time, "Shame, shame, Poppy shame." Both friends burst into laughter, though Nisha filed the moment away like a note in the margin. That evening, Nisha told her husband, Ashutosh, an engineer, everything. "Sunanda keeps praising this toddler homeschool," she said. "Maybe we should admit Pratyush there too." Ashutosh frowned. "Have you seen their admission process? It's like enrolling a kid in an engineering college. This is herd mentality. You pay 50,000 rupees and still can't step into your child's classroom. You have no idea how he's doing or what he's learning. You are right, Nisha said, thoughtful now. Still, she dreamed of giving Pratyush a strong foundation and good habits by starting him in a reputed school. Toddler home was expensive, but its name carried weight. With her own school on vacation, she wanted to use the time to find the best place for her son. The next day, Nisha went back to Sunanda's house and repeated Ashutosh's concerns. Just then, Danish came running inside and buried his face in his mother's lap. Sunanda stroked his hair in silence. Nisha offered him a chocolate. Here, take this big one. But first, recite your poem. Holding the chocolate, Danish brightened and began, Shame, shame, poppy shame. Shame, shame, poppy shame, then fell quiet, as if the rhyme itself had closed a door. Nisha laughed gently. What's your name? Danish, he replied at once. The friends exchanged a soft, helpless laugh. Come with me to the school tomorrow, Sunanda said. We'll talk to the principal ourselves. All right. I'll come in my car. We'll go together, Nisha agreed. The following day, they sat in the principal's office. The lady principal was polished, courteous, fully in command of her words. Beforehand, Nisha had whispered to Sunanda, Don't mention that your son studies here. Can we see the classrooms? Nisha asked. No, no, the principal said smoothly. But you can watch them on the TV here. All our classrooms have cameras. Please show nursery, Nisha said, careful and deliberate. The principal switched on the feed. Nisha and Sunanda leaned forward. On the screen, little Danish stood on a bench, crying loudly, while the children around him chanted in unison, a chorus too big for such small mouths, Shame, shame, poppy shame. What's your name? Danish. The principal watched the scene, smiling. This child wets his pants almost every day, so the teacher has him repeat the shame shame rhyme. That way he learns it's bad to pee in class. The things parents fail to teach, our school makes sure to teach. In that instant, Sunanda's eyes welled up. Without a word, she rose and walked out. Nisha, after a brief, polite farewell to the principal, quietly followed her into the corridor's gentler light.